So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk about burnout and how you can avoid burnout. If you're interested in a video like that, please keep watching. So if you do not know who I am, my name is Amber Turner and I am the author of You Choose Your Outfit, with outfit being the metaphor for your reality and or experience. I'm also the CEO of the censored apparel brand, and we believe in being bold, being loud, and being confident. And like I said, in this video, I want to talk about how you can avoid burnout. So, did you know that women are more likely to encounter burnout than men? According to a study, that is true. And according to what I've experienced in my life, that is true as well. Not to say that men can't experience burnout, and they very well can, but I've seen that amongst women a lot, where we've experienced burnout, work burnout is what I mean, work burnout. And so in today's video, I want to talk about how you can avoid burnout. I posted on my Instagram the importance of reflecting and looking back and being satisfied with the present moment. And I know in a prior video I talked about the importance of coming back to the present moment, because a lot of times we can, especially when it comes to anxiety, we are living in the past or we're living in the future, and we're not here in the present moment. And that's so important when it comes to burnout. And so on my Instagram post, that's exactly what I was talking about, because I could feel myself getting to burnout. Now I'm working on a project that I'm very passionate about, but I also knew that I knew the feeling before, because I've experienced it before, that I was going to encounter burnout if I did not come back to the present moment. The fact is that a lot of women especially encounter burnout in their workplace or in life in general because of stress. And stress is often, we are not here in the present moment. So for me, I'm very, very ambitious. I love business and I love achieving goals. But that is the problem sometimes with me, is that I'm always living in the future, because I'm always focused on my goals. Every time I wake up in the morning, I'm like, what kind of goal can I conquer today? Or what are my goals that I need to meet? And that day where I felt something was off, I knew that I needed to come back to the present moment. And there's so much power in being in the present moment, because when you're in the present moment, you more so can experience gratitude and satisfaction, versus if you're always on the grind, if you're always trying to achieve, if you're always pushing yourself, you're not in the present moment, you're in the future, if that makes sense. And so when you're in the future, it's hard to gain clarity and be satisfied and grateful. And it's so important, because that satisfaction and gratitude is what's going to help you avoid burnout. And so when you can come back to the present moment and recognize your growth and how far you come, and be satisfied and grateful for that in the present moment, you have to be here in the present moment, then that's going to help you avoid burnout. Because when you're grateful and you're satisfied, then you're like, it gives you a sense of relief. And when you can just breathe and have relief, and your stress will alleviate, which helps you avoid burnout. There's nothing wrong with having goals and being goal oriented. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's also important to come back to the present moment and self-reflect and be satisfied and grateful for the place that you're at the present moment. I know personally, all the times that I've encountered burnout, which has been several times over the years, I have to admit, and I'm not proud of that, but it has been several times, because I was always pushing and grinding, and sometimes not seeing the results that I wanted to see and reaching my goals. And so I have encountered burnout many times over the years. But what I've found has helped me is, like, when I feel it coming, because it's somewhat of a dissatisfaction because you're not reaching your goals or you're not seeing the results that you want to, I come back, because I'm out there in the future somewhere. I come back to the present moment and I sit and I'm still, and I reflect back on how much growth I've encountered in all of my experiences, and I'm grateful. I am grateful for this present moment. I'm grateful for the point that I am at in this present moment. I'm grateful for all those experiences. And when you can come back and be in it and feel that gratitude for the experiences that you've encountered, that's going to help you avoid burnout, because that burnout is that stress because you feel like you're spinning your wheels. And that's also the same can be said for anxiety. When you're because anxiety is that you're not here in the present moment. You're either living in the past or you're in the future somewhere out there, somewhere in the future. You're not here, and you have to come back to the present moment and be in the space of, I'm here. What is the next right move for me at this moment? And I know for me personally, if I had done that, had self-reflection in the past when I encountered burnout, I wouldn't have gone through it. I would not have experienced that burnout, the exhaustion, the stress, the disappointment in myself if I had done that. And that is so important. I know it's hard because I know, and here's the thing with me. I know personally when I've encountered burnout, I am not equipped for a lot of stress and exhaustion. Being more in my feminine energy, I was like back then I was operating in the masculine, more in my masculine energy, even though that did not serve me because that's just not how I'm wired. I'm not wired to operate in my masculine energy, even though I felt like I had to reach some of my goals, be in business, and to do business with other people. I felt like I had to operate in my masculine energy. And so for me, it wasn't natural to me. So all of that stress really came down on me in a big way. And I just had burnout and exhaustion. And I think that's why women experience burnout way more than men do. And now personally, I want to be more in my feminine energy because honestly, that feels more natural to me. And so being in my feminine energy and allowing and being receptive of things versus force and power is just a more natural way for me to do business. When you're operating in an energy that feels right to you, that's more natural to you, it's going to help you, it's going to help fuel you in your endeavors versus hinder you and drain you where you get to exhaustion, if that makes sense. So it's about really honing in on what feels natural to you and operating from that energy as well. So when you can operate from that energy that feels natural to you, then that's going to help you avoid burnout. And so, and this is what I think, and this is what I feel for a lot of women, is that a lot of times when we feel like we have to be in the business world, we're operating in a more masculine energy, and that's unnatural to us. Whereas men, that is more natural to them. So they don't encounter burnout as prevalent as women do because that's more of a natural state for them. So it's important to understand what feels natural to you, what feels good to you. And it's all in the feeling. I say this all the time, and I say it in my book. It's all in the feeling. And so being aware of what feels natural to you, having self-reflection and coming back to the present moment is definitely going to help you avoid burnout. So I know how it can be. I've been there several times. I don't want to go there again. And so anytime that you feel a little off and you know that it's coming, or you think that it's that you're experiencing burnout or exhaustion, be an observer of you and know what you're feeling and understand what you're feeling and why you're feeling those feelings. That is important, and that is the key to avoid burnout. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. I do videos on business, life, and everything in between. And that's it. And I hope you guys enjoyed and you're having an amazing day. And I will check you in the next video. Peace.